Yeah, okay, are you recording? This is something that we're not paid to do, but it's something that is a passion project for us to do for other Rotumans who aren't able to come and experience the things that we managed to experience. So the idea behind it is one of love, care, and I guess wanting to preserve our heritage. We are learning as we go along, but we also want to record our journey and share it with other Rotumans who aren't able to make it back to the island. We are so blessed to have experienced everything that we've experienced so far. We are so thankful to the chiefs, to the landowners, and to the caretakers of the land who have allowed us and willingly taken us on this journey. And we hope it's one that we are able to share with all of you.
So the seeds of the Rotuma Project were planted many, many years ago. As a child, my mother would sing Rotuman folk songs with us and teach us dances. And I knew at a young age that to be Rotuman was something different, something unique. As my mother neared the end of her life in a battle with cancer, she wanted to listen to Rotuman music. It seemed to bring her comfort. And also to look at big photographs of different areas of Rotuma seemed to bring her peace and calm in her final days here on Earth. And it was at that moment where I knew it was my responsibility to come back to Rotuma and keep those connections alive. So not long after that, my cousin Jonathan reached out to me and asked, hey, what about creating a virtual tour of Rotuma? And immediately it felt like a prayer was answered in terms of that's a mission that we can go to Rotuma, and in the process of putting together a 360-degree tour, we can share what we're learning and hopefully help preserve some of Rotuma's unique culture. Pretty much every Rotuman I've ever met who lives in the diaspora longs for Rotuma. And so the Rotuma Project for us is a gift not only to anyone out there, but it's also a gift to the people of Rotuma and for the generations to come after.
We hope that you get to learn a lot, and we hope that you get to reconnect with your roots. After all, we are all family. So the work that we do is for our family. We work hard for our family. We don't just get off the plane and take pictures. We walk and trek through the bushes, and we're doing this all for those of you who can't make it. Hanisit ma'olulumut ne oito nase isa iskopla nase famura tokoa. So we hope that you are blessed through our journey.
Fan fifi sine won fanga Tin ro het ro of epa hoi hoi fenganga Feang reut onto Ula lewo Feang reut onto Ula lewo.
When we began the Rotuma Project, it started with a simple idea that came from the heart. To help Rotuman people, wherever they are, stay connected to home, even when health, distance, or circumstance makes returning near impossible.
One of the reasons behind our project also is to visit sites and take pictures so that other Rotumans around the world, whether they are from the island or maybe with physical disability won't be able to reach these sites. So we hike the trails, we visit the sites, and just for all of you. So we hope you enjoyed that.
Once again, I have to wait for Jonathan.
Whatever. I've got proof to show her leg in behind. It's far behind, right at the back. You can see her waving, but what we have here is a fully articulating 3D model of Rotuma.
To create the first ever virtual tour of an endangered island for cultural preservation, we asked for permission. We walked the bush, climbed the mountains, crossed the sea to the outer islands, and even documented from the skies above. We fell, we got lost, we laughed.
And we're headed down. Rapina Semi is taking us to a cave that he said is below the foundation.
Okay, now my foot is stuck on a vine, so I have to turn off the camera.
And we kept going. Phase 1 became a digital journey of Rotuma. 360-degree images captured so Rotumans around the world could come home. What began with family and friends quickly grew, from Fiji to California, New Zealand to the United Kingdom, and over 30 places around the world. Sometimes we shared with hundreds, sometimes in quiet rooms, with elders seeing home for the first time in decades.
There's your house.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the kids,
The response reminded us why this work matters.
Wow.
Wow,
look at the
we can see so
Look at the
good.
canal.
We long for, to see the place where we were born. And a lot of Rotumans who left at an early age and live in different parts of the world far away from Rotuma cannot go back, but they can go back through your work. So what you're doing is such a gift to them.
Kota mantea he lava te aswate amis pola hot puang. Kota ngo fowalungun ma folen I te ka kota la hot puang mata project rea le leiti tape. Ngo makel ho yaksi oto haneta ngo poma afoi ngo poma kel se tene ngo katpora la kel. Ere ko te ni tene project te lisre. Nga la hanis la lu mekos.
Like myself, right now there are places I didn't visit. I haven't been. I don't know, only once I went to Sicilo. But there are some places I've never been in Rotuma. But once you talk to your project and you reveal all these places people would love to see. And it has a great potential to all the Rotumans. So I put my head up.
The Rotuma Project. Personally, I was very, very emotional, and I felt so good and so Rotuman. I felt so Rotuman, and loved the fact that our home island could be shown on the big screen for everyone to see. And I really enjoyed the whole experience, and I'm so thankful for that.
For Rotuma Project, whatever we're capturing today is really important. For me, anyone who is interested in culture and heritage, they're doing Rotumans a favor.
The experience of watching that, the work, words cannot, it's just amazing.
I think it was a beautiful reminder for me personally, living here in America, that I am Rotuman through and through.
I love the Rotuma Project because it helps me kind of gauge an understanding where my mom is from and how I relate to that and how I am also a part of the community. And just seeing the presentation that was presented today really helped me know and give me a clear mind of who I am and where I come from.
It was truly an amazing experience. I could sit and listen to you and Jonathan all day telling us about what you do. It brought back some very beautiful memories. And what you are doing is really bridging that gap between those who are away from home, you know, those who cannot make it back, those who have never been back, those who left when they were kids. And you've had the personal experience, you know.
The Rotuma Project, viewing it today, I think it has so many benefits. And one thing I'd like to thank you, Jonathan, for bringing it here. For Rotuma High School to be part of. For me, one of the reasons why I think it's important, because it's these young kids who will be the future. And it's a step towards valuing their identity and their culture.
Si amisi no he rutuam ma wut ma oi e rutuam amis ka timi de la resin ka ngaruti isa ho hion la amis la pola faksi amis la sitike e pola yukal ek eya malu sik e rir ni solo malu sik e rir ni otmote ma malu po ma hota pe mesti otmote kala rutuam
Very informative and very interesting. For those of us who have not been to Rotuma, it is certainly a visual reality of what it's like back home in Rotuma. So this project has certainly brought to light the good things, the good memories that many of us have about Rotuma.
Very motivational what you guys do, and respect to you guys for doing it. This is an eye-opener for not only for myself but for my family.
And where they come from. So
it's awesome to know that everyone is on a similar journey, not only those who live far away, but also the people on the island. So we love this work and we're happy to support it in any way that we can. And we hope that from today we can also start contributing to help build on some of these things that you've done. And we look forward to what's to come next for the Rotuma Project.
Ne asin siyang maoy, yo asu e basta, mayo fuk kasi utso so mayo fak mani yo famerutumet ka yo katitla mumorses at mata mayo katit inyara rongrong ni Moses at mata la pola yo la fiang manguoek ereko ngarutis ta pola hoam inyati ma rongrong ni an hanita Rotuma la as famor la inya mate ngaru ro te ter la molare mangna fia ile la ngaso itul hanis la fia nga ulumak ngaruti la pola is au ka farta pe ma hoiswang ni asoi as ngats ispur na sante Rotuma e fiti ma utu ni rendi la hoisa pangsi la tokwa ngaruti is la pola ngaruti la so kalele is out la afro is famor Rotuma.
This is work that will benefit a lot of people around the world, especially Rotumans around the world, and those that want to know more about Rotuma, those that have left our country and settled, left our island and settled elsewhere. This project that will help you bring Rotuma to your doorsteps.
Well, first of all, it's a very important initiative. When I first heard of the Rotuma Project, I was curious. Wanted to understand a little bit more about, what it was about. And as I started to listen and as I started to watch the videos, I think for me, what it brings to life is that, especially for those who have not been to Rotuma, and I was definitely in that place, I watched the videos of Rotuma and I felt inspired. You almost, because, when you think of Rotuma, being displaced and you're in a foreign country or you're in another country, you're not quite sure to make that connection. And I think when you see the videos and you listen to the voices and you hear the information, the history of our island, I think it almost kind of motivated you to go back to Rotuma. So yeah, the Rotuma Project videos was definitely an influence in why I went to Rotuma in Christmas. It was my very first time. And there's just an emotional feeling, there's a connection that you just cannot get anywhere else. And when I first landed in Rotuma, it was a very emotional experience. And I think if anyone can convey the feeling that you will receive when you go to Rotuma, the Rotuma Project videos, for me, that was what inspired me to do something about that. Because you hear all the stories, and people tell you stories about places in Rotuma, but you can't quite make that connection because I couldn't visualize it. And then when the videos came out, I was like, oh, okay, that's where this place is, and that's where this place is. And then I thought, okay, I need to go to the island. So it was good to go home.
Rotumans everywhere are keeping the culture alive, speaking the language, making the whakē, passing on values, traditions, and even dance moves that were passed to them. Thousands have now joined this journey, and with every story shared, the connection grows stronger. Now it's time to go deeper. Phase 2 begins. We're returning to document sacred places, document endangered geography, record traditional songs, preserve knowledge of healing plants, and expand our virtual and augmented reality experiences. This project is a gift for those who miss home and for those on the island who haven't yet explored all of it. As climate change and globalization reshape Rotuma, and as our elders and knowledge holders pass on, we know we're racing time to carry our stories forward. Thank you for walking this path with us. It's been an adventure and an honor. The next chapter begins now.
Bye.